The happiness hypothesis. Finding modern truth in ancient wisdom has a total of 10 chapters, and each chapter focuses on different aspects of happiness and well-being from ancient wisdom to modern science. Its main focus is on the ancient philosophies and how it applies to the present era, and how modern research confirms or denies its validity. It covers topics such as the Stoic philosophy, Buddhism, Christianity, the role of social connections, meditation, mindfulness and wisdom, the importance of having a sense of purpose, the nature of happiness itself, and how these concepts can help us to live a more fulfilling life in modern times. It also covers the concept of the divided self, Chapter 1, and the balance between emotional and rational sides of human being, and how to find balance in order to be more fulfilled. Throughout the book, the author drew on scientific research and personal anecdotes to illustrate his points. He writes in an accessible and engaging style, making the book a worthwhile read for anyone interested in the nature of happiness and well-being. Chapter 1. The divided self introduces the concept of the elephant and rider metaphor, where the elephant represents the emotional and instinctual side of the self, and the rider represents the rational and conscious side of the self. Chapter 2. The happiness of ancient Greece explores the ancient Greek philosophy of eudaimonia, which is the idea that happiness comes from living a virtuous life, being a good person, and being a part of a community. Chapter 3. The happiness of the Stoics examines the Stoic philosophy, which emphasizes the importance of accepting life as it is and learning to be content with what we have. Chapter 4. The happiness of the Buddha explores the Buddhist philosophy of the Four Noble Truths, which state that suffering is an inevitable part of life, but that it can be overcome through the attainment of enlightenment. Chapter 5. The happiness of the Christians discusses how Christianity views happiness and the importance of faith, love and charity in attaining it. Chapter 6. The social animal looks at the importance of social connections in our lives, and the role of relationships in achieving happiness. Chapter 7. Meditations examines the practice of meditation and mindfulness, and their ability to increase self-awareness and reduce stress. Chapter 8. The wisdom of the East explores the concepts of wisdom and self-transcendence in Eastern philosophy, and how they relate to happiness. Chapter 9. The Open Road discusses how finding meaning and purpose in life can lead to a deeper sense of happiness and fulfillment. Chapter 10. The happiness of the whole concludes the book by summarizing the main themes and how ancient wisdom can help us achieve happiness in modern life. Jonathan Haidt explores the ancient wisdom on happiness and how it applies to modern life. Throughout the book, the author draws on scientific research and personal anecdotes to illustrate his points. He examines different theories and ideas about happiness from both Western and Eastern philosophy, and tries to show how these ancient ideas can help us understand and improve our own lives today. One of the main themes of the book is the concept of the divided self, which is the idea that the human self is divided between the emotional and instinctual side, represented by the elephant, and the rational and conscious side, represented by the rider. The author argues that achieving happiness and well-being requires finding balance between the two. Another key theme of the book is the importance of virtue, or living a good life, in achieving happiness. The author draws on ancient Greek philosophy, in particular the idea of eudaimonia, which holds that happiness comes from living a virtuous life, being a good person, and being a part of a community. The author also explores other philosophies such as Stoicism, Buddhism, and Christianity, and their approach to happiness. He examines the role of social connections, meditation, and mindfulness in attaining happiness and well-being. The author also talks about the importance of having a sense of purpose and how it contributes to finding fulfillment and happiness. In conclusion, the book presents the different perspectives on happiness from ancient wisdom to modern science, and how these can be used to improve one's own life in modern times. It also emphasizes the importance of balance and finding purpose in order to lead a happy and fulfilling life.